Hi, I'm Mike Hughes, and today we're going to be talking about stall vices, how to solve stall vices, and what causes stall vices. About 9 years ago, I got into solving stall vices when a friend of mine, he had a cribbing horse, and his horse ultimately died from colic brought on by cribbing. So at that time is when I knew I really wanted to get into solving stall vices, and I started with the first one, which was horse cribbing, which you can find those DVDs and more information about crib free at www.cribfree.com, and there's a hyphen between crib and free. So about 9 years ago, I got into stall vices and really always knew there was a way to solve the stall vices if I knew how to put enough steps in it. And it took me about 7 years to solve the first one, which was horse cribbing. And after we had that one solved, then we immediately went into stall walking and weaving. And since we're going to be talking about stall walking and weaving today, and that is what we're going to show you how to solve in your horses. What weaving is when a horse just rocks back and forth, and they mainly keep their front feet still, or they'll pick them up a little bit, but they'll be weaving back and forth. And for those who have been around horses, I'm sure you know what weaving is. Weaving and stall walking are two totally different problems, but they're really similar to each other. So you solve one, and you're going to solve the other one. Stall walking is going to be the horse. He's just going to be going back and forth in the stall, just walking back and forth by the stall door and up and down the stall. So those are the two ones that we're going to solve today. Now, there's a certain amount of horses out there, or a certain percentage of horses out there today, that do not know how to handle stress. When they don't know how to handle stress, that's what brings on these stall vices. So in this video today that we're going to show you how to teach your horse how to manage stress. Now, stress is an emotional or physical way in which the horse responds to pressure from the outside world, also known as fight or flight instinct. And we all know about that in the horse. They'll either face their danger or they'll flee from their danger. And since horses are flight animals, 99% of the time they're going to flee from the danger unless they get cornered and they have to fight their way out. There's been a couple of times we've seen on YouTube and videos and where a horse or a mule has actually killed a mountain lion up in the mountains because the horse got cornered and wasn't able to get away. So if they have to, they will fight, but the natural instinct of the horse is to flee danger and get away from danger. When a horse gets stressed, there's an adrenal gland, and the adrenal gland releases a hormone called cortisol. When cortisol is released into the horse, it's, a little bit of it's a good thing because it will give the horse a chance to, the extra energy to get away from their danger. It also speeds up soft tissue damage. It's an anti-inflammatory, and it also helps keep the immune system production under control. So a little bit of that is really good for the horse, and it's good for people. But too much cortisol, which the horse doesn't know how to, the horses that don't know how to handle stress, it makes the immune system go downhill, so the horse has a chance of getting sick easier. It also affects their digestive system, along with the other things. So, too much of it isn't really good for the horse, and it's really bad for the horse, and also causes heart disease along with affecting the horse's blood vessels. So we need to teach these horses how to control the stress or manage stress. Managing stress means the horse knows how to maintain control when situations, people, and events make excessive demands on them. And we're going to show you how to do this today through putting pressure on the horse, which will cause stress, through spook training, sacking out, and we're also going to show you how to solve the buddy and barn sour problems in horses. Buddy and barn sour problems puts an extreme amount of stress on the horse because horses are herd animals. So when the horse's buddy or other horses run ahead, the horse that I'm on or the horse you're on wants to catch up. And if you don't let them catch up, then they get all upset, and and the stress is on. So we're going to show you how to solve buddy and barn sour problems today too, along with other exercises. Some of the exercises I'm going to show you today are my methods that I use when I train for the Sacramento Mounted Police Association. I do a lot of training for them on their police horses, so their police horses can go out to the streets and perform their job in a safe manner. Other things that cause stress, and I hear it all the time, and they go, "Mike, my horse isn't stressed, he's just bored." Well, boredom does cause a lot of stress. If you don't think so, go lock yourself in your room for 3 or 4 days with nothing to do, and I guarantee you by the time you come out of that room on the 3rd or 4th day, you're going to be pretty stressed out. Because like horses, people were made to move around, exercise, whatnot. And if you can't do that, then it's going to start building a lot of stress.
Most stall vices come from isolation and lack of companionship, which leads to boredom. Boredom leads to stress, stress leads to anxiety, and anxiety leads to cabin fever, where horses will pick up the stall vice. We all got a little taste of that cabin fever during the coronavirus when there was a stay-at-home order. Even after the horse is out of the situation and environment and the horses are out to green pastures with their buddies, the habit still remains from muscle memory. Stall vices are really hard and bad for the horse's health and the destruction of private property wherever the horse is staying at. My crib-free training program is a step-by-step, easy-to-follow method that solves stall vices such as cribbing, weaving, stall walking, depression, and other stall vices. Crib-free is a two-step training program. Step 1 breaks the habit, and Step 2 solves the issue. To learn more, subscribe to my members page at my Hughes Horsemanship members page. When you do become a member, also join my group page on Facebook, and you can post your videos of you working with your horse, pictures, and ask questions so I can help you more. And always remember, what can I do to help you and your horse? We hope to see you there and hope to help you with your horses. Thank you.